ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wildfire Gaming. This is SlowBurne, and we are the greatest channel with under 70 subscribers, by the way. And in the last video, we had a nice little discussion about Wildfire Gaming's posting business. And we also got to Goodneighbor for the first time on this playthrough, which means we've got a lot of avenues of approach that we can make here about what we want to do next. One thing I definitely want to do very soon is come up to the Old North Church and join the railroad. But there's all these side quests to consider. I think I could, well, they're not particularly exciting, I'll be honest, but they're okay. For me, Placey, thanks for joining me here. I know a lot of people like having a webcam. I personally don't. I actually, whenever I'm watching a stream, I prefer to not see the person streaming because I don't really think it adds much other than, you know, if you're playing like a horror game, I guess, you get like a reaction. But typically I find that they actually kind of take away from what's going on screen. If I had one, and I had a lot of people that wanted me to use one, I probably would, but I don't, and I don't really have any plans on getting them, especially since, I mean, the main goal here is just, for me, is just playing, you know, what I want to play, and people who want to join in are welcome to do so. So we got trouble brewing. Oh yeah, and then the other one was the hallucinogen thing, which we can do later on. What do we have? Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Well, if we had any rads, we don't know. That'll help with carry weight. Do some questing just here in town.
How's it going? You find that brewing machine yet?
Look, I know it's an open door, but it's like a philosophically open door, okay? Get the hell out.
I just clean up around here.
buy some ammo.
Hey. Now I know you all are doing your own. In case you're wondering, I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy. Glad you can breathe. How's my favorite?
Quiet. Hancock's making
Didn't
a
I see
speech.
one a date with Borowski the other day?
Huh, he wishes.
All right. We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins!
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want the Institute in mind. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Goodneighbor!
And who's in charge of Goodneighbor?
Hancock! Of the people, for the people!
You step through the gate, you got balls.
Look at this guy. Unbelievable.
Hey,
You
what's
should
up?
stop on the store.
What a day, huh?
Daisy's District.
Everyone's welcome in
Everything you
Goodneighbor.
need for the
Even
road.
me. Don't you have, like, important things to do? Nothing more to say.
Yeah?
That might be my favorite thing about that guy, is he just wanders around.
Handy, aren't you? Ever been to kill or be killed?
It's interesting.
Some fine-looking weapons.
Your lady friend. What's the dame who writes public occurrence?
I need to take care of something. Real quick.
I always did appreciate good investigative journalism.
How's it going? Piper Wright, Public Occurrences. So, who's really in charge of Goodneighbor these days? Who runs this seedy sanctuary?
You're looking at him, but I'll sell you a stake in it. 100 caps. Wait, no, 50. 10?
Yeah, thanks. But I think I'll pass.
Is she not paying attention? Clearly Hancock runs the place.
If you're sticking around, you need to join the crew. Okay, here, Barney No-Nose is looking. Always a catch.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Irma.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Goodneighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
It's interesting. Usually she'll try to get you to start this quest.
I have a lot of very
It's
precise
not really
work to
a quest, but
What do you
Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
Escape? What do you mean?
Reliving old memories. Like Thanksgiving, 2071. Mom made a 12-pound turkey. And then we all listened to the Silver Shroud vs. Captain Cosmos. Even Pa was there. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
That sounds familiar.
You'd remember him if you heard his show. They're the best detective shows in the whole world. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun. I got a plan to bring him to life. So he can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
The Silver Shroud is definitely one of my favorite quests in this. Oh, shit. Almost shot that guy. Silver Shroud is definitely one of my favorite side quests in this game. Maybe my favorite, actually. And I'm looking forward to doing it, but I'm not going to do it right now because it's kind of like a backtracking. Because quest takes place back in this area. It's kind of... So that might be right there. No, it's Lucian. Somewhere around there is Hubris Comics. Yeah, no, there it is. And it's not that far away, but I'm kind of making a northerly direction right now. And then I may even go up here and do that quest for Cabot, but probably not. I'll probably just come back down here for now. Anyway. Uh-oh.
Can't believe it. You look just like Sammy, too.
Sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Hey, just your friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down Institute spies as they crop up.
Glad you took care of him.
Thanks. At least synth doubles die just like the real thing, right? Adios.
Got a reason to be bothering me. I just had to shoot up a synth body snatcher over here.
He was a synth?
Yeah, unbelievable, huh? Sammy was fine a few days ago, and then bam, he's acting funny, gives up cigarettes, the booze, stops cheating on his wife. I mean, the man wasn't a saint, but he was who he was, you know. The Institute ain't got no right to replace him with a synth double. Look, we gotta clean up here. You keep close to you and yours, all right?
Institute and the synths. Not so scary now, huh?
Is there a reason to go down there right now? Not really.
You been to Diamond City? Good noodles.
Those noodles really must be something. Some drugs lying around.
Need to sell some junk. Head tack rolls round.
Oh well. What can I do for our newcomer?
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. Had a smooth set of skin back then. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, wild tears. I was young. Any chems I could find, the more exotic the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left, and only one hit. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
You're immortal?
Well, not exactly. Ghouls just age really, really slow. Something about the rads, maybe? Who knows?
All that chem use definitely prepared you for a career in politics.
People respect me because I don't put myself above them, alright? I sling and shoot up just like the next guy. Now, before you bring me down, is there anything else you need?
Tell me more about this town of yours, Goodneighbor.
It's all about the people, understand? They're freaks, misfits, and troublemakers. And that's why I love them. Everyone here lives their own life, their own way. No judgments. Now, was there anything else?
Did I hear you talking about the Institute?
You like my little speech? I do it every once in a while in case they're listening in. I want those synth makers to know that Goodneighbor is off limits. No one gets replaced in my town. But hey, weren't we talking about your needs? What did you come here for?
Why does the Institute replace people?
Hell if I know. Mess with people's heads, control us from the shadows, or maybe they do it just because they can. No one knows where the Institute is, what kind of people they are, or why they've decided to engineer their own slaves. But there it is. Just to be clear, everyone's welcome in Goodneighbor. I don't care if you're a synth, ghoul, or even a super mutant, so long as you play nice. And let me tell you, synths still under the Institute's control don't play nice. Done talking about this. What else you need?
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pikmin Gallery. It's raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Snoop it out and give me the word.
I might be interested, but let's talk money, Hancock.
Cut the bargain and shit. You know what I'm thinking? You get the standard payout of 200 caps. Take it or leave it.
What else can you tell me about Pikmin Gallery?
Nothing. That's why I'm paying you to go out there.
Scout out Pikmin Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look-see. Find out what's really going on there.
Memory den's great. Just don't get hooked. That old key.
There was this really awesome screenshot. I remember when this game was first coming out, everybody was super hyped, and there was a screenshot of, I guess it was Valentine walking in front of the memory den, and it looked so awesome. He's just kind of ominously standing here. Oh, not so much that old dramatic turnaround. He just kind of like boom, boom, walking. Something about that really captured my imagination at the time. Let's see what she's got.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Murder and mayhem at a discount.
If I hang on to those for now. I can't believe all these freaking flares.
That's in better shape.
Hey, Cleo.
Take a look at
Every
guns.
weapon you see here could be the difference.
Sure. Let's take a look.
A gun for...
Wow, that is killer right there. fucking shit. That thing is insane. Definitely buying that. Okay. I don't have righteous authority with me right now. But I wish I did.
Hey.
Looking for something specific?
She's still got that damn sword. I think I'm gonna... Oh no, she's got plenty of ammo. Okay. I just bought that 44 caliber ammo, so I'm gonna keep using the pistol for a little while longer, but eventually I may have to go back to the to what she's using, this combat rifle. I'm definitely gonna start making the transition to laser though. It's got a maximized capacitor. It's still not even the best. It's overcharged. This is still pretty fucking great, and I can already put a standard capacity on there. I get a long barrel. That's something special. But I can put a short barrel on there, I guess. I could just make a long barrel for... Oh, probably just make a short barrel. I don't think it matters because I've got like a better barrel. Wait, improved sniper barrel. Oh, long barrel's what I've got. Okay, yeah, cool, right on. Full stock, that doesn't matter. It's got a long recon scope, which I'll probably leave because I really don't want my righteous authority to be a sniper and then a beam focuser, which I think is what, yeah, we already got. So this is really convenient. Once I get, yeah, okay, shut up. Once I get back to Hangman's Alley, I'm definitely gonna transition over to using righteous authority as my main. I don't mind lugging around right now. Obviously, we need to make some repairs to this. How much is that going to take? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 27 steel, and a piece of circuitry, which I should have. Yeah, I do. Okay. I need some nuclear material to better the torso. So I finally joined the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm gonna get way friggin' better power armor than that. In fact, I might get some better power armor. I'm going to do that right now because I gotta go back to Diamond City first.
New face walks into my store, and you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
You got a deal, Daisy.
Damn, I should have bartered her.
Hey, while you're there, could you return this book
Oh,
for
Piper
me?
liked it.
It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
Daisy.
If you hit upon something, don't bother telling me it's an heirloom. I'm probably older than whatever it is you're selling.
Let's see what you have.
It's a little bit of everything.
So basically I need 25 steel. I didn't mark it, so I'm just gonna have to figure it out myself. Also, nuclear material, which we'll do there. Let's see if we can find some cheaper nuclear material though. Alright, there's a fucking pan, 2 steel, 4 steel, 5 steel. Damn, that's a expensive as shit. Steel, that's a good deal. 11 steel. I even need fiber optics, so how's that marked? I could get a fucking shipment of steel, but actually no, I couldn't. 11 steel, my bad. And then we'll get this clear material. Now, let's go ahead and make this LB, which actually finishes all the crafting I need to do right now, other than repairing this thing. So let's do the helmet first, it's the most important part. And I guess I'll do the torso. And that's all I'm gonna get. Alright. So I still need 4, 8, 12, 16 steel.
Your butt.
Good to know. Viper's hammering away over there. Also, she gave us a quest, didn't she? Public knowledge. I'm gonna do that a little bit. It'll be down the line when I do public knowledge. Alright, let's go do this, or at least start this quest with this ghoul over here.
Hey, you. Looking for work?
What kind of work?
It's good work. Under the supervision of the best boss you'll ever have. If you don't mind a little manual labor.
I
and
love
don't ask
whoever
too
the
many
voice
questions,
actress is for this
you're
character.
in. I'll give you 50 caps to start. Interested?
I'm gonna need more to go on here.
You're just gonna have to trust me.
You can do better than that.
Fine.
Nice.
Take 100 up front.
I'm in.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go inside. I'll give you the lowdown.
Maybe in the next Bethesda game they'll have the door opening animation down.
Get to work.
The big dig, huh? Alright.
Are you gonna tell me what we're actually doing?
Look, we're pulling a job here. Big payoff. Taking some things that aren't technically ours yet.
If you expect me to work for you, I'm gonna need more information than that.
Curious type, eh? All right, I'll spell it out for you.
Lady killer coming through here.
Be doing some digging.
I'll do whatever you need.
Good to know. The other two are down there digging already. Go give them a hand, will you?
You are gonna be doing some digging. That's like a major thing between me and TreeTrunkSean. We just said all kinds of things in the style of Bobby No-Nos. Which is kind of a ridiculous designation for her, because all ghouls in this game don't have noses. Really, all ghouls in general. I don't know what there is about that condition that causes your nose to fall off.
What are you waiting for? Get digging.
Kind of handy, though, really. I mean, they probably can't stand the smell of themselves. If you think about it, I mean, their organs are basically spilling out of their... fatigue is pretty annoying. I remember the first time I saw Gob, the first ghoul. I mean, it would be difficult for him to not be the first ghoul that you see in Fallout 3. And I had never played. I still actually have not played the isometric original Fallout games. So that was the first time I'd ever seen a ghoul. I didn't even know that was a thing in the series, and so it was like, oh my gosh, this is pretty crazy. And then the fact that they were like second-class citizens, basically, I thought that was really intriguing. You notice in this game they don't really make a big deal about race. It's about whether you're a ghoul or not.
I think we can finally get through. Want to see what's on the other side? Oh yeah.
You think Bobby will pay us this week?
I don't know, man.
Not a good time.
I feel like doing charity.
It's crawling with Ireland.
There! Bobby can take this job and shove it off.
It's a country music reference. No, they do not. Nice shot, kid. That's not gonna feel good. Oh man, now's not the time to reload. Piper just saved my ass. Where's the other one? This ain't gonna be an easy quest. It's never been one of my favorites.
Got it.
Might actually be my least favorite, to be honest. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for steel. Oh, jeez. Alright. Cool. Steel is the most common component you can find, so hopefully it shouldn't take us too long. Alright, come on and get it. Nice shot. Nice. I wish you just said that. An ammo bucket. Oh yeah, and all kinds of steel.
What is going on in my tunnel?
Looks like we are having crab for dinner tonight.
You eat Mirelurk? Ugh, no. Disgusting. Tough, but somehow slimy at the same time. Well, you stuck around at least. So I guess you're promoted. You get to be my new gun. I think we just need one more guy. An old friend. He'll want a fair cut, but we saw what being cheap got me.
That means less caps for me.
Yes, it does. There's still plenty to go around in that strong room. Don't you worry. First, I think it's best if you actually see what we're after. I have some things to check on in Diamond City. Head over to the noodle shop there, and I'll meet you when I finish up my business.
To this point, oh, this giant ass shell. Sure, it's got some major steel. Oh yeah. If I get some steel out of these helmets. Alright. But I remember the first time I did this quest, I was into it. I was like, oh man, she's taking me to Diamond City. She's taking me all over the Commonwealth. But it just kind of ends up being lamer than I was hoping. And it gets real confusing down in those tunnels, which can be rather annoying. Alright, let's just drop these. Got surprisingly good quality right now. I know it's not like the best, but compared to how it was last time, I'm back at my grandparents' house, and compared to how it was whenever I streamed a week ago here, I mean, this is looking fine. think we're about done wandering around Goodneighbor for now. I think I've dipped into pretty much everything I can get into right now. Alright. Just need 3 more steel. Tired from lack of sleep. I was just about to sleep anyway. So ready to get back out there. I'm not going to stray too far from Goodneighbor.
What you admiring? Clothes, better than wearing.
Never heard that one
Need
before.
something to take the edge off. Red Allen, Hotel Rexford. Go look you up.
Goodneighbor is a wild place, man. It's got people sleeping outside. Of course, that's what I do at my settlements too, so. Alright, so I'm gonna come up here to like the Pigment Gallery, Cabot House, and join the railroad, and then I'll double back and probably start making my way back to Diamond City. And so that's where we're supposed to go to advance the main quest anyway. And it seems like we've got a decent number of things to do on the way there. Oh yeah, probably. Oh good, I still have the room. Go ahead and get a full 8 hours this time. Let's hope we don't have to keep waking up to that sight.
You again.
One of my favorite things about survival mode is that you actually have a reason to rent rooms in the inns. In Skyrim, almost never rented a room. There's no reason to, except for if you're just like role playing. And there's no reason to do it in Fallout either. I really never really did it in Fallout 3. And there was no reason to do it in this game either, except for now. It's a major reason to do it.
Whoa. Now that is some armor. Check out those hydraulics.
So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go for this strength bobblehead. You can get it right outside Goodneighbor in the whatever that high-rise building is. It's got gunners in it. You actually end up going there for a major battle, usually, to the main quest. You can miss it depending on who you choose, I think, but for the most part, you're probably going to go through it. You can only go up to a certain level when the quest is not active, but you can go up high enough to get the bobblehead. And I want to do that because having some extra strength is invaluable in survival mode. Really all the bobbleheads should be a pretty decent priority for me going forward. Especially now that we're really getting out here. I know that you can get a bobblehead on this island, and it's not easy. And you can get the intelligence bobblehead in the library. I'll have to look up where all of them are. Got a freaking frag mine. A freaking fusion core, holy shit.
Guess they're not interested in sharing, huh? Huh? Huh?
We are getting some dips in quality when we move. I'm not sure why it's when you move where you really lose your picture, but definitely not as bad as I was anticipating. So, we just gotta get right up there. You can just make out the bobblehead. On top of that statue. These turrets are not active right now, so you don't have to worry about those. There are a lot of gunners in here, so if you're playing on survival mode, you definitely want to take it slow.
What was that? What's that for?
Get some!
Nice shot. Since we got some minerals in here, might as well take advantage of them. Expect that to lockpick this. Sweet. Glad I did. And that blowtorch is probably gonna put me over the edge. Yeah. Basically all this other junk I don't even need. I don't have that much. Try not to throw away adhesive. It's like the one. Normally I don't really like. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the blowtorch. Alright, good. Normally I don't really like just picking up everything in these games. A lot of people tend to do that in Bethesda games. It's kind of annoying, really. Especially on survival mode. She could not be more annoying.
Who's there?
Hey.
I want to go ahead and take cover here. Uh-oh. Jeez. I had a shot that guy right in the... The reason I'm being particularly cautious right now is because I think there's going to be somebody with a missile launcher. Yeah. Sure is. It's also an asshole in my face. I did not think that was going to go off. It's probably going to really fuck her up. Not as much as that missile launcher will, though. Let's see. Gonna want to get a real good shot here. Blew that one.
What was that?
She is gonna get friggin' nailed. That was a close one. Alright, the skull bandana, just what I wanted. Should've got the guns on park. We'll get it next time. Oh man, even the next solar power is ready.
Company.
Yeah, where are they?
Unexpected.
We'll use this as our sniper rifle for now. Gotta be getting pretty close. I do wonder what's down here though. Nice. Right in my face. And there goes hers. Do it. This is it. That guy has some. He's probably a killer.
Hey, you still there?
Perfect. Talking about we got all kinds of visual. Question is, should I risk it and try to kill this guy, or should I just leave? It'd take us back quite a way. It'd take us back to the beginning of this place if I blew it. And he's probably got some fusion cores. Of course, I'm not really hurting that department. Nice. Oh, here we go. Here's where we're gonna get our gear. That was actually a pretty fucking good flag piece. Yeah. Fucking nuke in here. Alright, mission accomplished. Go back down there where the beds are. guess Piper tried to follow me directly. Not our best idea. That's some nice glowing water. Appetizing. I can't remember exactly where the Old North Church is yet, but I think that's what we should do next. The point is to not know where it is. Let's go ahead and mark Pigman's Gallery. The first time I went to the North Church, I really did do it the way they intended, where you follow the trail. But I'm pretty sure it's right next to Pigman Gallery, and close enough to where I'd be able to see it in the distance. I mean, it's like a giant building with a steeple and everything. Oh man. Shit. Or fire. Oh. Not good. That would have been a nice time to hit. Got him in. It's actually a help. Yeah, don't stick your head out. I don't actually need clear material. Probably trying to remind you of Fallout 3 here, where you're like in the city ruins and there's super mutants everywhere. I really liked the mall better, I think, as a location. It was just so well done in Fallout 3, and it was so satisfying to like finally clear it. But I still really like the downtown Boston. I mean, just like these alleys and stuff. It really, it's probably, what the fuck is that? Just a sentry bot sitting there? Oh my god. Well, this is probably over. Unless what was I saying? No, I'm at the Cabot house. Alright, let's just do this. I don't think that thing's gonna try to fight me. Sure, no, not. Yeah.
Go away.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Let's go meet the boss.
Lead on.
I look like somebody that could get the job done.
The new guy is here.
One moment, just
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello, hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Just tell me what you need me to do.
All in good time, all in good time. Consider this your final interview before getting the job. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
The stuff in here's older than you, Blue.
Before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't
for...
interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of... human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
You think aliens created human civilization?
Wonder what they think to see us now.
Yes, if by alien you mean a non-human precursor to the commonly understood founding cultures. Sumer, Egypt, Assyria. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
I'm ready to get to work.
Good. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
You haven't told me half of what I need to know.
Keep your shirt on. I'm getting to it. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I'm out of here.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
That's one heck of a getup, Blue.
here, but yeah, there's where the trail ends.
1R. The trail ends right at the church.
Look at that. Silver Shroud. And that freaking air traffic controller place is awesome. So the Brotherhood will be set up like right over here. I love this game, man. It seems like we're just getting started.
It spins. So it starts with R.
Oh god. Can't remember how I figured this out.
You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Do you have $5? A $5 bill I can borrow? When you're out tonight, you can get some cash out of the bank to pay you back. But I need a $5 bill.
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends. We're the Railroad. So answer my question.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the Railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
I just heard a rumor about you guys in Diamond City.
I see. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the Railroad. And you are Deacon, where have you been?
You're having a party. What gives with my invitation?
I need intel. Who is this?
Wow. Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal out there.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy.
You know, you're practically famous. You saved Amelia Stockton from those maniacs at Covenant. That earns you points in my book. And, as if that wasn't enough, Des, seriously, you haven't heard of him? He's the leader of the Minutemen. It seems like the whole Commonwealth is flying his flag.
So you're vouching for him?
Yes, trust me. He's someone we want on our side.
That changes things. So, stranger, why did you want to meet with us anyway?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. I'm looking for help to find him.
Someone stole your boy? That's terrible. Do you know who did it? For your sake, I hope the Institute isn't involved.
Why would the Institute be involved?
Many kidnappings in the Commonwealth are perpetrated by the Institute. Why? Who knows? But I've never heard of them taking children. So hopefully they're not involved. I'll have Deacon look into this. If anyone can find a lead on your boy, he can. If we're going to be dealing with you, I need to make sure we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I've heard rumors. What are they, really?
The Institute created them. Synthetic humans. They're mostly organic, part machine. Somewhere along the line, they became more than just constructs. They think, they feel, and they act just like you and me. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Aren't synths just machines? And machines are tools.
They started that way. But if it's impossible to tell a single difference between a synth and a human, they must be treated the same. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
Could you elaborate?
Answer with your gut on this. Your heart. If you had to put yourself in danger to save a synth, would you do it?
It depends on the circumstances.
There's no middle ground with this. Would you risk death to save a synth or not?
Once, I pledged my life to protect my countrymen. I don't see this as any different.
Well said. We'll do what we can to look into your missing boy. What the Institute has done to your family and others is what drives us. Normally, you're exactly the type of person we try and recruit. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
What's done is done.
We weren't exactly expecting slippers and a cold Nuka-Cola.
A healthy attitude. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
I've heard a lot of things about you. Enough to want to give you a chance. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You sure you need me? Desdemona didn't seem to care.
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
I'm not sure.
I'll tell you the game plan, then you decide. I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
What's the job?
So, up front, the only thing I'll say is that it's gonna be a wild and dangerous ride, but probably nothing new for someone like you.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Excuse me.
Saw some of your work along the trail. Not bad. For a human, that is.
For a human? What do you mean?
You were born in the Wild Human Model 1.0. You ain't bad for that model. Not in the same league as us since, but hey, not your fault.
Wait. You're a synth?
In the artificial flesh. And before you start with all the questions, the only thing I'll say about it is this. All those rumors out there are bullshit. I'm as real a girl as you'll ever meet. The only difference is, I bet your assembly instructions were a hell of a lot more fun. Listen, you caught us at a shit time. We're still recovering from something I can't get into. We're a man down, though. And if anything Deacon said about you is true, I'd like you on our team.
What? You don't believe Deacon?
Given what I saw, yeah. You might be the real deal. I know Dez said we don't got room, but talk to Deacon. I'm sure he's got an angle. He always does.
What a cool character.
Desdemona.
We'll file out separately after you leave. Best not to attract attention.
Can't wait to get out of this place. Gives me the creeps. Hey.
That was a really good introduction to them. Really good. Really strong faction. I'm glad I feel that way because they're the one faction that I haven't finished. And so right now, going with the railroad is my game plan, my end game. However, that quest is way on the other side of the fucking Commonwealth, so it's gonna have to put that one on the back burner for now. Obviously, I'm just gonna do the Pikmin quest since I'm right here. Kind of be stupid not to, really. But I definitely want to get to that railroad quest pretty soon. Also, it would really suck to die right now. There's a freaking guy over there. Maybe he's right. Nope. Right in the ass. Literally ripped him a new one. Uh-oh.
Scared, huh? You should be. Open fire!
Damn, nice shooting. burning truck scares the shit out of me. Fallout 3, they gave like a little warning pop before they exploded.
Only a fucking coward dies.
Oh man. There you go. I was a talkative guy.
Spaced otherwise.
Yep, there goes that truck. So they do give a warning pop. Talk about oblivious. Well, feeling pretty good about this now.
You think we're gonna catch this Pikmin psycho?
Slippery bastard got away before. But Slab
When
won't
we
leave a
find
man
you,
breathing.
we're gonna tear you apart, Pikmin. Don't you die on me! Over here! Can't hide down there forever.
Oh shit.
That's it.
That's not good. Oh. Is that a freaking combat shotgun? Holy shit. Could have been a disaster. Oh man.
Seth, it's me. I found out what happened to the scouts who went missing up near the old art gallery. They're dead, Seth. I'm looking at a goddamn painting of Cal's body. Oh, God. What the hell did I do to him?
Keep your eyes open. Fucking hide from me? You're dead.
Who the hell is there?
Admiring my collection. I'm afraid it's not complete.
from you, psycho!
Yes. Just like that. Hold that expression on your face.
Relax.
Hey.
You say the...
Oh yeah, I forgot to get rid of this.
Word.
Those are heavy. You gotta have a good calling. Can appreciate that. Was that a freaking Raider left arm? That might be the strongest Raider piece I've ever seen.
Using your robot powers for good.
Relative good.
Can you see what's going?
She always says that when there's a light like shining right in our face. Alright, I always have trouble remember. Yeah, I know there's gonna be mines in here. Oh look, it's just red paint, guys. Oh.
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm jumping in shadows.
Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on the Jedi.
Don't start talking crazy.
What is it? Hickman!
That was close.
Can't hide forever. Shit, bastard. What do you think, dumbass? Ah! Trouble.
And it's a junkie's hunting rifle. What does that mean? The more withdrawal effects you're suffering. It's terrible. God. I don't know what they were thinking with some of these. Okay, now that's the strongest Raider piece I've ever seen. So strong, it might actually be better than what I've got. Oh yeah, that's not.
you see a damn thing?
Yes. And you can't miss this. Doesn't really matter usually. Not bad.
Who's that?
Probably gonna be some grenades flying in here.
Whatever's making that smell needs to
Yeah, you can practically see it.
Playing games with me, huh? Shit. Must have scared him off.
As usual. Alright, so that's enhanced. That's not bad. Bad at all. In fact, let me just take it.
Heads up.
got for me.
Man, I'm getting all kinds of 308 ammo now that I'm not using it anymore. I will be using it though. Later on.
You can't hide forever, Pigman. You hear me? You're a dead man! You can't hide forever, Pigman. You hear me?
I heard.
You're gonna fucking pay for that!
Wow, there's a whole bunch of you, aren't there? For now.
Like a raider. Oh, shit.
I'll keep a bed! Fire support!
Yeah, that guy's not messing around.
You made a mistake! Now you pay for it!
You gotta reload sometime, asshole!
Oh, I just... That was anticlimactic. Yeah. He was packing a punch.
I can carry it.
Wrong. What is this? Look, I don't need any of this shit.
Something beautiful.
No, because I used this bad. Could have died. means I dropped the wrong combat armor piece. Well. I bet somebody saw me do that and thought I was a complete idiot.
Heads up.
Where to?
Suck to fall now.
Finally got you, Pikmin. Now you can.
Pikmin's good.
Excuse me.
That was close. Thank you. Those people deserved worse than death.
I wouldn't know about that.
And yet you killed them without a second thought. I am indebted to you.
What did you have in mind?
A gift. Nothing more. If you visit my house again, look deep within my painting, Picnic for Stanley, and you will find my gratitude. You'll need this.
Pretty clever idea.
Oh, look at this place. The maid's got talent.
It's kind of funny. That helmeted cage armor looks really badass. It's not that great though.
Nice.
Badass enough though where I think I might take it. Give it to Piper.
Look alive.
Point the way. Don't mind the clutter.
Well, that's a nice find. That's not bad either. I wonder how good I can make that. Let's take it. Did I get the bobblehead? I didn't even pay attention to what it was. I was so wrapped up in everything else. Should have a couple of bobbleheads. Was it the snow? Should have more than that. It wasn't strength, and it wasn't speech. It was lockpicking, okay. Not particularly useful, I gotta say, but whatever. let's go ahead and start thinking about what I want to do next. This stuff. There's a few things to do over here that are pretty worthwhile. Because basically all I have to do is go to the 4-leaf fish packing plan, and then I get instant XP gain. There's taking the fort, which involves, which means I can start getting minimum quests again, getting more XP, and I can get Preston back. That could be worthwhile. Especially since I think I left him with some pretty good gear. And then, oh yeah, and then over here there's that brewing quest. But the brewing quest isn't really next to that, because the brewing quest you gotta go back to Diamond City. Might as well do that one, I guess, once I get back to Diamond City. I mean, Goodneighbor. I like our little reaction there. As if we didn't know this had happened. People love that blade. That's nice.
Look alive.
Shoot.
So it's a right arm. Let's go right.
Just let me know.
Oh. That's what I'd wonder for.
Hey.
Hmm? Take a look.
Hey.
Just let me...
I can't believe Woe Is Me was a freaking things people said.
No.
You're kidding me. There's still Rangers in here. Oh. I guess he'll just be the lucky survivor. If you're ever playing these games around your grandparents, you ought to call them in and ask them if they recognize any of these songs, because my grandparents remember a lot of these songs from when they were young, which is freaking crazy. I don't know if they knew that one or not, but, and like Call Through the Fallout, but some of these, oh my gosh, that ship. I forgot about that. It's not that far away. It's dangerous, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can start that thing up. I completely forgot about that one. Oh yeah, I might as well sleep the full thing. I am carrying a lot right now. Getting a little greedy. Particularly with my ammo, as you can see.
Hey.
Well, she can have those anyway, 'cause that's what she's using.
What can I do?
I'm actually thinking about letting her use... Oh, okay. My shotgun. Because it's a kick-ass weapon, and I don't even really need it anymore. I'll keep it for now, but definitely something... Oh, yeah. Definitely something that I'm weighing. Damn. There's Ironsides up there. Fun fact, did you know that the USS Constitution is in fact a real ship? though it does not in fact rest on the top of a savings loan.
This didn't sail up here.
In an unexpected turn of events.
But they called it Old Ironsides when it was in use. I still do, actually.
Accessing pre-war records. Record found. 108th Infantry Regiment, 2nd Battalion. Ahoy there. Tis Providence, a member of the Congressional Army, is delivered to us in our hour of need.
Wherever they've gone to. If they suddenly turn up.
I was in the Army, but what's the Congressional Army?
Standing orders, sir. Proclamation 3. All members of the U.S. Army are hereby members of the Congressional Army. The captain requests your presence on the bridge. At the Double Creek, sir. This is the captain speaking. We're taking on an allied soldier. Clear the berth. Disable defenses. Make way. Midshipmen, stand down. Stand down, I say. This soldier is a guest on our vessel. Please afford him all appropriate courtesies.
Unidentified. Intruder. Intruder.
Mr. First Mate, this is the captain. This soldier is no intruder.
Requesting permission to use lethal force.
This must be a misunderstanding. You invited me aboard.
No records found.
Stand down. That's an order. And for God's sake, use the accent.
I, Captain, standing down. Permission to destroy intruder.
So, you're not an idiot.
Oh shit. Dress for success, man.
Thanks. You too.
Oh,
no, I didn't mean like... I could... use some help. This isn't the sort of thing I'd normally bother anyone else with, but you just seem really good with people, and I've got this issue with my sister, Nat, becoming me.
All right. What's the issue?
I'm just terrified she's gonna start taking up like her big sis. I mean, think about the life we lead. No offense intended, Blue, but personal safety doesn't exactly seem like either of our strong suits. I can't have her ending up like her big sister, dodging bullets and running from all the people she pisses off. It's part of the reason I'm on the road so much. Part of the reason I'm here with you. I keep thinking, Maybe if I make myself scarce, if I'm not around her enough, she'll cool off. She'll just go back to being sweet, innocent Nat, paper girl, and all-around upstanding citizen. What do I do, Blue?
So you're here to get away from Nat?
Well, I mean, there are other reasons. Right now, the only thing I can think about is Nat. What do you think I should do?
You don't get to decide who Nat's gonna be, Piper. She does. All you decide is whether you want to be a part of her life or not.
You're right. She's her own person, and always will be. Thanks, Blue. You'd expect wandering off with a stranger to turn out this well. You really don't make them like you anymore. You're a hell of a friend, you know that?
Just friends, huh?
Well, yeah. I guess, but I thought so. Unless, you know, something changes. God, did it get hot in here? But hey, thanks again for listening. It's a real weight off my chest to be able to talk it out with someone. So, you wanna hit the road?
Heads up.
Point the way. That's one way to keep out uninvited guests.
She's something.
Hey, Captain.
I'll have none of your lip, Mr. Navigator. Have the crow's nest scan 2 points off the port bow. Jump to it.
Aye, Captain.
Our soldier has arrived. I trust the first mate didn't give you too hard a time. Been too long since we've seen the Congressional Army.
I'm fine.
I am Captain Ironsides, commander of the USS Constitution. You visit this fine vessel in trying time, years on her airy perch. Damn you, Weatherby Savings and Loan! I spit at you.
How did it even get up here?
Get up here? I'm more concerned if it's gonna stay up here.
A harrowing tale of that there can be no doubt. Or I should say, I assume it is. I came upon her as she is, atop the Sargasso Sea of rubble and misfortune. What vexes me most is my inability to assist in the war effort. My gun decks have naught but Morats and ne'er-do-wells as targets. Enough pleasantries. The Constitution has systems that need repairs to carry out its mission.
If I help you, I expect part of the payment up front.
For your services, you will get your fair share of the prize money at the end of the voyage, the same as the rest of the crew. I consider this matter resolved. Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator. They will relay your instructions. Dismissed. Look lively, lads. Scavengers approach. Soldier, man the cannons. Kill them only as a last resort. A few warning shots usually suffice to scare them.
he's a part of this quest. Guy just started shooting me.
Beginning search.
To go over there and see about that.
Captain Ironsides.
Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator.
Heads up.
You say the word.
All is well. Ahoy, soldier. Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment will commence after this unit has completed scheduled duties.
You robots do a good job of defending your ship.
Proclamation 1.
Defend the Constitution by any means necessary.
Guidance system offline. Multiple errors diagnosed. First error. Guidance chip stolen. This unit requires its return.
I just need to know where the chip is.
Chip is with the thieves. Human scavengers. Reclaim chip at Scavenger's forward recon station. Captain has approved a bounty for its return.
Lethal force is prohibited unless absolutely necessary.
Aft dinghy unlocked and available for your use, sir. Warning. Overdue for maintenance. Defending the Constitution. All is well. Your very presence does this humble unit a great honor. My programming would find it amiss if I did not also interject. Long live the captain!
Is every robot on this tub broken?
I confess, I may be missing a few parts that are considered standard on my model. But broken? I should say not. Our last marine expedition valiantly returned with much-needed supplies, including replacement power cables, sir. Alas, with my severe lack of appendages, I find myself unequal to the task of repairing the cables myself.
I'll see what I can do about your cables.
Offer you my anxiety emulators, lightning by the microsecond. Once you have resolved this matter, I beseech you to return to me to accept my undying gratitude.
Bosun.
Power courses through the Constitution's veins. Again! Her systems, long starved, flicker to life. A hearty congratulations. Huzzah! However, this has brought to light further failures in our power grid. The power relay, to my shame, I previously complained about, is fluctuating wildly. relay coils are a common enough part. Might I recommend checking the local shopkeepers? Surely, they would be of some assistance. Fair winds and following seas.
It's more fun than I expected. I feel like Han Solo working on the Falcon.
Overdue for maintenance. Patrolling. At current speed, we will arrive at destination in 25 hours.
Lately I've been running on faith.
I'm confused. This didn't sail up here, right?
Let's figure out where that guy was shooting me.
I'm confused. I'm confused. This didn't
Clearly.
sail up here, right?
Oh yeah, okay, so I was standing up there, so it was from over there. Oh shit. Oh man.
Blue, you okay?
I will survive. Unyielding, huh? Oh, okay. Holy shit. Well, it's kind of worthless because if you're ever down that low in survival mode, it's pretty much over. But might be a last minute rescue.
Excuse me.
Don't shoot! Those assholes didn't attack the ship on our orders. They weren't trying to frag ya anyhow. They just wanted to kill the frickin' robots.
So they were scavengers, but not with you.
Well, they were kinda with us. I mean, we're not really used to working together. It's not like anyone is in charge. But we do have an agreement. Everyone works together, gets an equal share. When you waltzed aboard the ship, those assholes just kinda lost it. They broke our agreement.
What's up, Christopher?
And
This is,
How did you get
it's
aboard
called
anyway? We thought
The
you
Last
were gonna
Voyage of
get
the USS
cratered for
Constitution.
sure.
And basically, there's this ship, which is a real ship, by the way, the USS Constitution. Like stuck up on this roof of this old bank, and it's been taken over by robots, and they want you to help you get the ship off of
I'm
the
not
top of the
standing
building.
here
And
for
then these scavengers, I guess they just want you to kill the robots, which is easier said than done because they're like really fucking tough. So That's the big choice, I guess, in this quest.
Let's cut to the chase. The robot wants his guidance chip back.
You know what he needs it for? His rockets. The huge goddamn rockets on the side of his boat. He's nuts.
Lead to Bunker Hill.
So, he wants to build a rocket.
You can't seriously be all right with that. Screw that robot and come to work with us. We're gonna scrape everything on that ship and make a fortune. We got a lot more friends nearby. It's only a matter of time before we come out on top.
I'm not splitting my share with him.
You holding out on us, Davies? You got some magical way in there? This guy's got a free ticket aboard, so shut up. Help us destroy that frickin' tin can once and for all.
What's in it for me?
What do you think? The tin can's gonna pay you? Maybe in some frickin' doubloons? Stick with us and you'll be rolling in caps. So you in or out?
I wouldn't. I'll say I'll need to think.
I need to think about this.
Don't take too long or we'll crack the Constitution open ourselves. Then you'll get nothing.
I wouldn't mind helping them on normal mode, but killing these losers, I mean, look, one hit kill, they're nothing. Whereas killing that freaking sentry bot up there, you kidding me? It's not even close. If they got a bed around here, I could save and make up my mind, but even if they do, they might not let me use it. What's going on with those textures over there? What do you think, Chris? You think I should go with the robots or with these people? Alright, I'll go with the robots. That's what I was gonna do anyway. Just because it'd be way freaking easier. I get like a little bit of a Megaton vibe with oh shit, that might just pissed him off. Okay. With the blowing up the ship, because it's like a real landmark. If you don't know, the USS Constitution, it was a real ship that they used back in the Revolution, and it like kicked major ass basically in that war. I think it's in the War of 1812 as well. Maybe that was the main war, was it? I can't remember. But alright, let's just go with the robots then. I'm probably about to have to like kill everybody here, so let's brace ourselves. I'll be taking that.
Orders are pretty clear about things. Nothing personal.
I'm gonna find
Well, he didn't last too long. That guy thought he was all that. That chick must have run off. She was the smartest of the bunch. Okay, we got some sturdy leather here. Still not quite as good as what I got. Before I go up there, there's something else I gotta get that. Oh, there she is. There we go.
I'm confused. This didn't say on here, right?
And then Raging Meat Hook. It's not bad. Kind of a ridiculous weapon. I already have this sword.
Look alive.
And Pigman's Blade. Oh, the sword's way better.
For 2.
How good is this thing? It's not bad. It's not that great though. I'm not a huge fan of the 50 cal bullets because they're really hard to come by and they weigh a lot in survival mode. And they don't give you that much more damage. But I got like, yeah, super high adrenaline. I haven't saved in a long time. Probably run a bed in this Bunker Hill I'm going to. I know a lot of people were confused by this because it looks like the Washington Monument again. But I think there really is a Bunker Hill monument here that looks like that. I don't know. I've actually been to DC, so I related more with that setting than I do with Boston because I've never actually been to Boston.
You there, caravan or raider?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh?
Didn't have to say it
All
like
right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like.
How's it going?
Someone's not interested in doing it.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad for all this shit. I don't know. People gotta do something.
You. Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
It's always good to help people.
I have no problem helping people. Since, though?
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands.
Guy's got a hell of a chin.
Go blind off rock dust. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save sins?
Might as well go off and join the Death Claw Preservation Society.
What did the Institute do to you?
Ah, Gary. He is, well, was one of Crickett's hired guns. He hits the road and comes back to find his wife missing.
Yeah, so the Institute kidnaps people. I'm not saying I like it, but the world's a dangerous place. It's not your job to save it. And dealing with the railroad, the Institute. Might as well put a bullet in your own damned skull. It'll just save you time.
Trying to save synths sounds noble to me.
I'm not alone in this, Dad.
Enough. We got customers.
You up for a little beverage break?
Actually-
Hey, Savoldi. Got any good dirt for me today?
What's this guy talking about?
You got some guts showing up here.
Joe, I'm hurt. Have you finally managed to resist my charm?
Don't know. You finally decided to start paying for drinks?
Joe, don't sully this. One, please.
That's cool. Actually, I know a lot of people are not a big fan of like the way that you just make all your dialogue options with just one hand, and you don't have to scroll through all the options. It can be annoying that you don't know exactly what you're gonna say, but especially the first time, I actually really kind of dug having the guy speak it all. It was definitely a ballsy move, that's for sure, by Bethesda to have a fully voiced main character.
Hey there.
Load a little heavy there? I'll buy anything you don't need, and sell everything you do.
I'll take a look, sure.
You may have to dig a little, but I got some choice stuff in there.
Damn, that thing is not Oh yeah, power vehicle. What do you think about voiced protagonist, Brandon? You're kidding me. What if Skyrim had a voice protagonist? That'd been crazy. They couldn't do that though, because I'd have to do one for every race. Really? That's pretty good. I think I saved this guy's daughter earlier. Hey.
I'm Stockton.
Not particularly.
You've heard of Old Man Stockton?
Really?
Old Man Stockton.
I run 3 caravans that travel throughout the Commonwealth.
Okay, so I'm torn on that. I really like 3. I do like 3 more. It's not necessarily because of the voice acting though. I think it's more. I think the a lot of the locations were a bit more memorable, and a lot of that might be because I played Fallout 3 first. That was the first like Bethesda game I'd ever played, first really big open world game I'd ever played, and so I was like particularly blown away by it. But there is a lot of stuff about this game that's better though, like for the combat particularly is I mean it's not even close. If you go back and try to play Fallout 3, which I've done recently, and I still love it, I mean I still had a great time, but the combat is a main area where they really improved. They improved at New Vegas a little bit, but not as much as they actually had Bungie come in and like actually help them work out the combat mechanics in this game. So that was cool.
Hi.
Huh. Haven't seen you before. If you need a doctor.
And even though it doesn't really work very well, I mean it works okay. It can be a little confusing at first, and even though it's pretty much mostly optional, I kind of like at least having the option to build settlements and stuff. Because you can really customize them and get creative with it, and I know, and there are people who are like more into that than they are like the actual game. I've seen some people on YouTube do some like crazy stuff with settlements. Personally, I haven't really done a whole lot with settlements, but they are a lot more useful in survival mode, where you can like build beds and stuff. So you can have. I need to find a person that'll let me stay in a bed.
Hi. Fine place to sleep,
yeah,
right
great.
here. Reasonable rate.
This some kind of motel?
I prefer the term flop house, but don't tell my pa that. Gets him mad. When caravans pull into town, they need a place to sleep, so we rent out all the beds we can. So did you want one?
How many caravans come through here?
All of them. They kind of own the whole town, but money still has to change hands, so they know which caravan owes what. Bunker Hill is one big money makes the world go round kind of place. Raider problem? Pay him off. Supply problem? Buy more. Charge more. Hey, weren't we talking about you renting a room? You need one?
So Bunker Hill just buys its way out of problems?
It's all they know. Caravan folk are money folk. And all the people who settled here retired from the caravans. Now that doesn't mean a Bunker Hill boy doesn't know how to sling a gun. But why waste the bullets if you can buy your way out of trouble for less? Hey, did you want that room or not?
Here's your money.
No gunfire after midnight. House rules.
However, I'm not actually sure where I'm supposed to sleep.
Look alive.
Oh, whoops.
Head over there.
No. Disaster.
Hey.
What you got for me? Can do.
No. I have my...
What can I do?
I typically have my companions get in power armor whenever I get out, because I have gotten screwed many a time on other people, just like random people getting in my power armor. Okay, so that isn't where I'm supposed to sleep. That isn't where I'm supposed to sleep. Let's be up here. Not even a bed. That sucks. Oh, I still have that unyielding. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. Give that to Piper.
Hey.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
Hey.
Sure, take a peek.
Yeah. Alright, I think we got everything we need. We can go back to the robots.
Adam never seen her but she's pretty far away and is working all the time, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's the biggest criticism I've seen is that you can't really role play. My grandma thinks I'm talking to her, even though I'm sitting here just talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to this guy. I'm playing Fallout, and I'm talking to this guy about which one we think is better. And he doesn't like this one as much because in
He doesn't like the number 3.
no, that's the one that we did. Fallout 4 is the one that he doesn't like as much because in this version of Fallout, whenever you talk, like your character actually speaks it.
Yeah.
Whereas in other ones, like you just had to read what your character said. Well, I mean, you always are picking what your character says. Yeah. But in the one that we played, I just had to read you what he said. But in this one, it acts it out for you. And people don't like that as much. I like it, but some people don't like it because you can't, because like your character always sounds the same, so you can't use as much imagination. Yeah, I know.
Tis an honor to crew
Yeah.
such a story. That's all.
One thing they definitely got better about this one is like people like moving around and not being so rigid. They look a lot more natural when they move around and stuff.
Bosun.
Power flows high and steady. I would applaud you. Alas, cannot, due to my lack of clapping instruments. But huzzah, sir, huzzah!
Yeah, I know, but people don't want like the person that you are to have a voice, because then they can't project as much, you know. Although I kind of like it. I think it works better whenever you're watching someone else play, because then you get both sides of the dialogue instead of just one side.
So you like the one we played or this one?
Well, I think I like the one we played better, but that's mostly because we played it first. You know, I have more of an attachment to that one, where we're getting the water and everything.
I really like that. Isn't it interesting? Problems that we saw.
Well, if you've got nothing else.
I require no further assistance. But our Mr. Navigator is also beset by troubles.
Our character?
Scuttlebutt. Our guidance system is on her last legs, if not already.
Oh, you wanted me to have virtue.
Fare thee well.
Yeah, my grandma, she watched me play all of Fallout 3. She was so into it that she just watched the whole thing.
Are you talking to that guy?
Yeah, there's a guy, like, what I'm doing is kind of like what me and Sean would do, where we, it's just like, other people can see it whenever you're playing it, and then you can, like, talk to them. That's why I have this funky little thing here.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Did you just recently get that?
I just recently got the headset, yeah.
So that's how he hears you
Yeah.
talking?
Yeah. He might be able to hear you, too, I'm not sure.
Interesting.
I'm confused. This didn't
Just
say
$30.
right here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Defending the
Mr. Navigator.
Ahoy, soldier. Chip recovered. Dispensing bounty. Diagnostics report. One error remaining. Guidance radar's transmitter is not functional. Requires replacement.
He parts it differently.
What's wrong with the transmitter?
Diagnostic inconclusive. No functioning Mr. Handy's available for detailed analysis. Acquire Poseidon radar transmitter at specified map coordinates. Further bounty will be dispensed upon completion, sir. All is well.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, the Donald Trump's hair.
Although it has calmed down, somebody got it hooked up. It doesn't look like Daddy's head is bad, but
It's pretty bad. Yeah. But anyway, like you were saying, Chris, the I think modding the weapons is, other than the combat itself, I think it is my favorite thing about Fallout 4. Especially over Fallout 3, because Fallout 3 you could make those, like, a few different weapons that were really cool that you could do that, but it was, you know, obviously nothing. Even in New Vegas you could mod a little bit, but it was nothing like just completely customizing entire weapons. It was such a cool system, and it makes just random junk valuable, which before, you know, anytime they would just leave junk around, it was just like worthless. It was just world cluttering. Looks like that skeleton is like standing up. I don't think he's supposed to be doing that. So, I don't guess you need to be in there anymore.
Hey, here.
Oh, thanks.
Something to keep sharp. Always work for me.
I need you to get out of your power armor.
You got it.
But, I gotta think about what I want to do next, because, the thing, I guess I could go over there and do that. Yeah, I guess I might as well.
Heads up.
You say the
She took my helmet.
word.
Wait, broken? Oh. Is that, yeah. That's Trinity Tower over there. That's cool. Don't have a whole lot of ammo in this weapon. We need to go back to the other sniper. That's our destination right there. Another thing about Fallout 3 is I think the quests were quite a bit stronger in that game. Oh shit, look at these guys. He's arrived. this. What was the question? I don't know anything about that woman. Anyway, the quest of Fall 3. I thought that they were a lot more unique than they are in this game. Is that? Yeah, I bet it is. I think this is the start of Mechanical Menace. We're ready for this. But anyway, I like the ones on top of my head, like the Oasis quest and the one with the vampires and blowing up Megaton. I mean, like, pretty much every quest was unique, whereas these, it's mostly just like kill these guys, fetch this item, you know what I mean? There's some variety, but not as much. Holy shit. These guys are... What sucks about starting this is that now these robots are going to be like attacking me constantly.
Friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for assisting. I was certain to meet my end here as well.
Are you okay?
Thanks to your timing, my diagnostics show only superficial damage. I wish I could say the same for my late friends.
It wasn't any trouble.
My name is Ada. This was the third time we've been attacked by robots like these. Even with the weapon and detection upgrades Jackson gave me, I was unable to defend them.
They must be targeting you for some reason.
Probability is high that I am part of that reason. Besides myself, Jackson also created Turing, Hertz, and Porter. Our built-in modifications would be desired pieces of salvage. We knew we ran the risk of encountering more of these hostile robots if we stayed in the Commonwealth. If only we had made the decision to leave.
Well, what's done is done. You can't change the past.
You're right. I must look to the future. In recompense, I will seek justice for my friends and stop these robots from causing further harm. It's time to uncover the source and confront their leader, the Mechanist.
The Mechanist? Sounds ridiculous.
Perhaps. The name does not change the level of threat.
See, that was kind of
You have
fun.
shown willingness to aid others.
I kind of get a kick out of some of the things the main character says.
This Mechanist. In return, I can give you the schematics to build your own robot workbench, so you have additional resources in this undertaking.
You want revenge, don't you?
I wish to prevent these Mechanist robots from destroying further innocent lives. Now, we last saw a group of the Mechanist robots
They give this
at the
robot
General
boobs.
Atomics factory. You may find information there that will lead us to the Mechanist. I will follow and assist with your permission.
Are you sure you're up for it?
Yes. I will not rest until the Mechanist is stopped.
Yeah, let's go, Ada.
General Atomics has valuable salvage. Chances are high the robots are still there.
I don't really want to travel with Ada, but
Heading my way?
Let's trade.
This is what I've got.
I can send her back to somewhere that I want her to be. Let me see, where is this quest that she wants me to do? Any threat. Ah, okay. I'm building up quite a few quests I need to do down there. I think I'm up to 3 now. And I could do those after I finish up with these robots. And then I would want to keep Ada with me. Yeah, the Silver Shroud quest is awesome. That's definitely one of my favorite Fallout quests of all time. And it was instantly. That's a example of like a strong Fallout 4 quest, but it's not right up there with all the Fallout 3 quests. But it was really the only one for me that really stuck out, though. There were some main quests that stuck out, and some faction quests, but a lot of the side content wasn't as good, I didn't think. Like even this thing I'm doing right now with the helping these robots with the ship. The fact that they're in the USS Constitution is cool, since that's a real ship. But the actual process of like repairing it, it's like there's nothing particularly great about that. I mean, it's fun, but it's just not like mind-blowing material. The Cabot quest though, with Cabot and like his dad and his family or whatever. That quest is several quests put together, but I thought that one was another one that was really strong. And to a degree, the one where you help out the radio DJ at the Beantown Brewery is pretty good too. I'm still having trouble deciding whether I want to keep Piper or not right now. I think I do want to keep Piper for right now, especially since I've just almost got her maxed out. I don't know though, I could use a little break from her and travel with Ada. That's the thing though, traveling with Ada, you get nothing out of that because you're not going to build up her affinity and get a perk. So I think I'll stick with Piper for now, actually.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Send Ada to Hangman's Alley. That's where I've been keeping pretty much all my followers. It's a nice central location that I can use as kind of my main base. For sure, for sure. I liked, one thing is, like, whenever, you're not as rewarded, I don't think, for exploring, except, I mean, you are in, survival mode like I'm doing, because you kind of have to, because you can't just, like, fast travel everywhere, but I just didn't find, like, the, kind of like the unmarked stuff, unmarked places as interesting. So, like, for instance, in Fallout 3, you can stumble into that, town where everybody there is a cannibal, and they they act like all happy and like say it's like the best place to live in the whole wasteland. But if you go like down in the basement, there's like dead bodies everywhere. And there's also that the Dunwich building. Of course, they have Dunwich borers in this game, and it's cool. But it's not quite like the Dunwich building. It was so atmospheric in Fallout 3. And the vaults in particular, the vaults in Fallout 3, and even New Vegas were like quite a bit stronger than they are in this game. Alright. What's her name? Lucy? Zoe. Seeing some darkness outside. One thing that's like undisputed is the DLC in Fallout 3 was like out of this world great. Whereas in this game you had like all those workshop DLCs that everybody hated, and then you had Nuka World, which is pretty good. You did have Far Harbor, which I thought was very good, but to be honest, pretty similar to Point Lookout. Although I do think Far Harbor was better. And then the robot one, which some people didn't like, but I actually really liked the option to make your own robot companions and make them like death machines. And I thought the quests with the mechanists and stuff were good enough. Definitely difficult, especially for survival mode. I don't know how I'm gonna go through some of those. It's actually pretty tragic. Where's that? Somewhere around here there should be a... Oh, Hertz didn't make it. A sentry bot. I think it has some really good stuff. Where could it be? What's up, Mickey? Oh, there he is. Yeah, 2 fusion cores. Cool. Oh yeah, so new threats down there. Oh yeah. Alright, let's get back to it. With survival mode, I find you really have to, if you ever wonder what I'm doing whenever I pause and just like hear typing, I'm planning out my course of action when it comes to quests, because you can't just like fast travel and just do quests in any order. You really want to think about doing stuff like when you're in the general vicinity. Which, as Brandon knows, I enjoy doing. Planning things out. Oh my god! That entire bridge is gonna blow. Oh man, I can't believe it. I almost just died from a mine. Total explosions going on here. That was ridiculous. Damn, how am I supposed to get to that place? Alright.
Heads up.
Point the way.
How the hell should I not get smashed by that exploding bridge? Oh, over encumbered. Great. I see. I have that weakness problem. Can't believe I didn't die from that. Alright. Mildly dehydrated. Just got all kinds of problems. Man, I'm still gonna be weighed down. Probably some junk I can get rid of. Well, not really. Oh, good. She
Look
came
alive.
Probably have something you can use.
I don't know why she insists on not using her helmet. There you go. If she could just hang on to that, that'd be great. Good question. Not too long ago, I just recently got this job. It's really my first like main job out of college. So I, with all my newfound cash, I bought The Witcher 3, and I just completely devoured that game. I put like over 100 hours into it in a relatively short amount of time, and it was so freaking good. Definitely one of my favorite games of all time. And also, whenever I bought this headset, I actually picked up a Super Nintendo Classic. They actually had one. Speak horrible voices. And so me and my brother have actually been playing Final Fantasy VI, which is a co-op game, which I didn't know. Oh man, we've been having a lot of fun with that. How about you, man? I can see that. That was a hell of a shot.
Look alive.
Damn, I have low health.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, jeez, not good. Not good at all. Everything's from some glitchiness. Stay there and take it cool. I almost busted it again. Fighting some Mirelurks. You're kidding. What if I was hungry already? What? What's up? Oh yeah, torso. What does that mean? That was close. Actually connected to this one. That was a hairy situation. So yeah, I've played Diablo 3, but it was about several years ago. It was like when it first came out on the PS3, and I'd never played a Diablo game before that, or really any Blizzard game for that matter. I played a little bit of WoW, but not much. And granted, it might have been because I didn't really know what was going on, but I really just couldn't really get into it. It just kind of seemed, and I guess you could say the same is true for like Fallout, but it just kind of seemed like the same sort of thing over and over again, and I was just like, I got against this boss that was like way too good for me, and like got stuck, and I was like, you know what, screw this. So I think I just like kind of needed to better understand what I was doing, probably. But there you go. But I never heard of Grim Dawn. But I have never played Super Mario RPG. That's one of the main reasons I picked up a Super Nintendo Classic, is because I truly have not played any of the games that are on that thing. Not one. Well, I mean, I have now, but so I think the only reason I was able to get one is because first of all, I was lucky. They had just gotten a shipment in at that GameStop, and I live in kind of like a smaller town, so there's not as much demand here. And so, but yeah, I was like super surprised and excited whenever she was like, "Yeah, we just got a shipment in," and so I picked one up immediately, didn't hesitate. And it's been a lot of fun playing Final Fantasy VI. We've also messed around with some of the more low-key games like Kirby, and played a little bit of Super Mario World, which I've never played before. And Super Mario Kart, which is not as good as everybody says it is, but I'm sure it was like insane at the time. But yeah, I'll definitely have to try Super Mario RPG. That was one of the main selling points for me, because I've always wanted to play that and never have. Also, I'm really interested in playing. I'm really interested in playing Earth. What the hell is weighing me down? It's because I'm so tired.
Hey.
Where to? Help yourself?
Left arm.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
Damn it. It's all these shotgun shells.
Hey.
Before you cripple yourself.
Alright, go crazy. Alright, let's get back to that ship. If you can think of a place to go that doesn't suck, then I will consider it. Huh? That's what you want to do. I'd have to get gas. Yeah. What? I don't know. You could pretty much leave anytime. I might be about to finish this quest though. I definitely want to do that first. Which I've actually been working on for a pretty long time. I think I was doing it before you got here. Me and Chris have just been over here trying to get these damn robots their ship parts. That place was called the Drug Den. That's interesting. It sounds like a drug den.
Who's there?
Did you hear that?
Peekaboo!
Let's take over. Piper's gonna be wrecking him with that shotgun. Damn, that thing is crazy. I'll take it. Oh, wait. I think it's really good too. Is that thing armed? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think it was. That's definitely nice to have that saved. I can try sleeping. I think you can only sleep for 5 hours on a mattress, but I don't think that's enough to decrease your sleep needs. Nope. Oh yeah, it is. Holy shit, that's great. Just sitting there looking at the ceiling. Just see if our warheads are still up there.
Of course.
Yeah, I know.
It's only yours, or only one.
Yeah. It's gonna be there forever. Damn, what the hell happened to her? Oh, she just fell off. Idiot. I don't really want to jump down. I'll probably be okay. Oh yeah, look at me.
Defending the Constitution. Unrolling. Current speed 0 knots.
Mr. Navigator.
Ahoy, soldier. Guidance system fully functioning. Bounty dispensed. It is required you commence dialogue with the captain, sir. Warning.
Hey, Captain.
You've been of service to our nobleness. Despite ample provocation, I had hoped the guidance chip could be recovered without violence to the scavengers. And now they plot retaliation.
Why did you want me to spare the scavengers?
I confess they are a blight upon my existence. Those scallywags killed many of my Marines. We're down to a skeleton crew due to that filth. But they are citizens of the Commonwealth. Citizens we're pledged to protect against foreign incursion. Which is not without its irony. I find I must reward your considerable efforts with the final labor. We stand but a hair's breadth away from embarking on our sacred mission.
I thought I was finally done with this.
We are defined by the caliber of challenges we choose to undertake. So attack adversity with gusto. The ship requires turbo pump bearings from a nearby factory. It will undoubtedly be a dangerous mission, but I have faith you will succeed.
Great. I think it's just like a random place. It's literally on the other side of the freaking map. Alright, so we definitely will not be doing that right this second. So you're really hungry now, huh? Yeah. Alright, well my brother's really hungry and he's bitching about it, so I'm probably about to go. But I do need to find a bed first before so I can save.
All is well.
He gave me the key to his room. I wonder if there's a bed in there.
Tis an honor to crew such a story vessel.
It does. Well, it's really nice. Alright guys, it's been fun. Thanks for hanging out with me and putting up with my shitty quality here with the poor old person Wi-Fi. Subscribe if you want to be updated on when I'm streaming. I do it pretty regularly. And I will catch you guys on down the road. Thanks. See ya.